Right to be Read podcast, episode number 103, about inspiration and experiences.
Hey authors, wish you could just write books and forget about all this marketing and coordinating with freelancers and formatting and proofreading and stuff? You're not alone. It's every artist's dream to just be able to create art while turning over the whole business and marketing side to someone who really loves and is really great at doing just that. If you're ready to start treating your writing like a business and get an experienced publishing and marketing team behind your words, pay a visit to Archangel Ink. Archangel Ink does absolutely everything needed to take a manuscript and turn it into a finished product ready to sell in all markets and multiple formats, from cover design to audiobook and everything in between. And as an Archangel Ink client, you'll be able to promote your book through Buck Books, the world's fastest growing book promotion website, at no extra charge. To find out more, go to www.archangelink.com. That's archangelink.com.
You are listening to the Right to be Read podcast, and this is your host, Ani Alexander.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Right to be Read podcast. I'm your host, Ani Alexander, and I'd like to thank you for listening to my podcast. Guess what? Right to be Read podcast is almost 1 year old, and its birthday is on July 1st. I thought about how to celebrate that milestone, and yes, it does deserve a celebration because I have a super unstable personality, and for me a year is quite a long period of time. So I thought what to do and realized that this podcast would not stay alive until now, if not you, my listeners. So it became completely clear to me that whatever I decide to do should be done together with you. That is why I came up with the idea of having a live Q&A hangout with anyone who would like to join me to celebrate together our podcast's birthday. I thought that it would be nice to finally get together and have fun. And besides, I have never done videos before, and most of you have only heard my voice, so this will be the first time I'll quit my comfort zone and get on live video for you. You will be able to ask me anything you'd like to know, and I will do my best to answer. But guess what? I don't know everything, so if there is a question which will come up and I don't know the answer to, I will either cover those topics in the upcoming podcasts or get a guest who knows about that, and I'll interview him to find out more. And maybe, if all goes well, I will also get a surprise guest for you. So, in any case, I think it will be fun and I'd love to have you there. So simply go to www.anialexander.com/birthday and register to the Hangout. I will do the rest for you. So if for some reason you will not be able to make it live, don't worry. Just make sure that you register and I will send you the recording. So once again, www.anialexander.com/birthday, and we will be able to take our relationship to a higher level. So, okay, that was about the birthday. That was about something I'm really excited about right now. But now let's get back finally to the podcast episode of today. So today I will have a solo piece and I will share with you my thoughts about inspiration and experiences. So we all had periods when we were not inspired enough. When we opened our computer screen and stared at it with no clue what to write about or how to start what we thought about writing. And as a result, we got irritated. It made things worse, and it's very probable that we gave up, shut the screen, and left the desk. And it has happened to me many times, so I know how it feels, and I know that it definitely does not feel good at all. So, where one should look for inspiration? Is it something that comes to you whenever it wants? Is that unexplainable muse controlling when and how you write? Well, I don't want to believe in that. You know why? Because as soon as I do that, I will feel as if nothing is under my control and I'm not a writer, but just an inspirations tool which it uses to express its feelings. So, I just don't want to believe in that. And thinking back, I realized that one can draw inspiration almost from everything. Life itself is a great source of inspiration. And I know what you might think. I mean, compared to all those books with amazing life stories, yours might not be so interesting or so inspiring. And that might be true. But there are still ways even in that case. My life has never been dull, to be honest, so I'm pretty happy in that respect. And I've always been through different stuff which could eventually make a good story. But I have not yet gained the courage to write about my life yet. So at least not the way it should be written. That is why I don't do it yet. But I have written about other people's lives instead. My both novels, High Fall and Dream Down, were written based on true life stories, which later were modified into fiction, of course. So yes, if at this point for some reason you don't think that your life could be source of inspiration for your stories, turn to other people's lives. You don't know people whose lives are inspiring? Well, cool. That's okay too. Pay attention to the content shared on social media. See what stories are in there and get interesting life stories from there maybe. Or simply, you know what you can do? Get out of the house, go to a coffee shop, and while you breathe in the aroma of the coffee and enjoy every sip, watch people. Watch them and come up with their life stories. Who are they? Why are they there now? Where they will go after they finish their coffee? Who do they love? Why do they look sad or tired? What dreams do they have? And that's kind of, every single person in that coffee shop may become a separate life story for you. Also, there is Benjamin Franklin quote, which says, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. And I'd like to talk about the second half here, about doing something worth writing. I know that what I'll say now may not really be something you'd like to hear, because we live in a materialistic world and many prefer things. But my advice to you will be the following. Buy experiences and not things. Why? Well, I don't know about you, but although I really love my Prada sunglasses, they don't inspire me to write. I simply enjoy wearing them. But on the other hand, when I'm making a short trip, or meet a new people, or read a thought or feelings-provoking book, I do get inspired to write. So if you think your life is not inspiring, make it become inspiring. Fill it with experiences. Go ahead and create the life which will inspire you to write. Become one of those people whose life stories are worth sharing with the world. Well, I guess that was my attempt to share with you dose of inspiration from me. And before we part once more, I'd like to remind you that you can join the Right to Be Read podcast birthday party online by registering at www.anialexander.com/birthday. I will really be more than happy to meet you there. So take care, have a great weekend, and keep writing.